Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is showtime. Hi, guys. So, playing a little more earlier today. I'm up to level 45. About to go into the cold places. When we finish off this batch of quests, we'll have all of our idle spots free, and we'll have all of the additional skill points one can gather. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Historically, we're headed to a place where I almost always die. Now granted, I died twice yesterday in short order, because I wasn't aggressive enough pushing my buttons.
Not happening.
Remember that, boys and girls. Always be aggressive in pushing your buttons. But historically, many times, although not usually on a first character cycle as they are now, I would get to this point and have no death, and then I would get killed by a couple of the bosses upcoming, the Matriarch and Patriarch. The Wangari Matriarch and Patriarch. Nothing in the game has killed me as much as they have. Because they also show up in when you get to monoliths. And they kill me there too. It will probably come as no surprise that I don't much care for them. One of them is a ranged mob that hits incredibly hard, and the other is a melee mob that hits incredibly hard. We have a nemesis down here. We'll head over there for that, for sure.
Not happening.
Why is it not happening is my question. I press the buttons. Why did it not happen? I don't know. Happened that time. Oh, we've got another lizard. A loot lizard.
Gods. May Terra watch over you.
I mean, that would be nice. Nothing over here, okay, except up here we've got a nemesis. I've empowered this once, 16 health gained on block. We'll just go ahead and challenge it right here. Storm's Rage then. And he's toast. The quarterback is toast. You don't get to the Wangari Matriarch and Patriarch until way into the Wangari Fortress. Not there yet. Now we are. You may hear some shouts and screams outside. Not my fault, not my kids. It's a nice day out, and a number of families got their kids out in the courtyard playing. Possibly sent the kids out into the courtyard to play to get them the hell out of there. That is consistent with my knowledge of parents. Do not click in the wrong place, Lens. That's just my advice to you. Feel free to ignore it if you choose. I will have to push all of my buttons when I get to the Wingard Patriarch. I have many times been deathless until I got to the Wingard Matriarch and Patriarch. Most of the time they only kill me once, but occasionally they've done more than one. I believe up here we've got the Wolf Trainer.
Gods.
Yes, yes, I saved you. I'm bloody marvelous, aren't I? There we are. Rawr! Come on. Bad news upcoming. Will we die terribly? Possibly.
Not happening.
Well, that was not expected, but I am pleased with that result. Didn't die, guys. Clearly. My gameplay is superb. 1 LP, a lot of health. Melee cold damage when above 60% health. I don't really do melee cold damage. 3% of melee damage leaches health when below 65%. It's a lot of armor, and at least for this character, pretty much nothing else. That wasn't a complaint, though. I like, you know, uniques. I like them. Their arrival brings me pleasure. Oh, we've got another one. There's a bug they have where, see how scattered the loot is? It shouldn't be like that. They're working on it, but it is an annoying, got to say. I had one earlier where I killed 3 of the idle loot lizards in one place, and the loot was off screen into the middle of nowhere. Now you could still pick it up, but you couldn't, in some cases, couldn't even really mouse over it because you could only see like the first couple of words. All you do is pick it up and then look at it. Having survived the Matriarch and Patriarch, let's see if I can continue. Level 46. And survive one little bossy type that I need. I'm not sure you can use bossy type. Let's see. Use, speak, acquire. Yeah, we are complete here. Back to town. So, Friday evening. Welcome to your weekend. For most of you. If
Yes.
not all. We're over here, and next is Relentless Talons, I think. Give me a second. Need to confirm. It is indeed. And will it be the 5 points in there? No. No, it will not. La 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 la. 1 point in there. Falcon strikes and dive bomb now. Instant cast. Oh, that's probably what's been causing a mild issue. We'll go ahead and grab that. And that'll be 3 points there and 1 point there, and then something up here. Won't be that one. So it'll be one of these. Crit chance per point. Minion crit. Crit. Yeah, I'm going to guess that's probably it. What did we get?
Gods be with you.
Sure. God be with me. I'm positive. Which god we
Yes.
talking? There are many in this world. Those boots. Might be made for walking, but not by me. Mm-mm. Elemental damage, minion damage, fizz resist. No. Nope.
I see.
We're still just in the dump all of them into tabs place. Alright, and we need Bitterwing Fang and an Eber liver. Those will be the next things we'll be grabbing. Footers. Every game's got them. Gotta have your spooters. I felt like just standing still and pew-pewing that bear to its ultimate fate. Ice Fang, or whatever it is. Bitterwing Fang should be grabbable over here. Indeed, it was. I'm going to try a slightly different way than I usually go, having gotten that. We're going to head back to town. Wait, there's something in there? Oh, I already got that. I already got that, you know. I am confused by the layout here. That's the forest. I can go there directly? I'm a little confused. Oh, I guess, yeah, that would be. It would be, I can get it in either of two places. That's what confused me. Although confusing me, pretty simple. Straightforward. So we're going to head north from here out onto the tundra. Normally I continue through the cave to get to the tundra, but in this case... check and see if this is a bunch more walking around. The ice caves are dangerous. There are a couple mobs in there that are bad. Now, I have gotten my cold up to a reasonable amount at 38%. Cold resist, I should say. And it's bad. And it's not. My memory is why I don't remember what I said. There are a few issues. Hey, good evening. Major Kicks. Hope everything's good out your neck of the proverbial woods. I have a nemesis who needs thumping. Whoop! I hit the one, I just didn't hit it fast enough. Yep. Major Kicks killed me, you see. That's exactly what happened here. Well done, actually. I didn't get the heal off in time. I pressed the button. My finger was on the button. But the real problem is those ice elements. They just dreadful. You cannot stand still or they will annihilate you. Alright, what does the Nemesis got for me? Viper Tail. I'm not particularly interested in that. Well, I am never one to gainsay a fellow imbiber, shall we say. I would like to get that empowered, so we'll see. Next time, I'll perish, just so everyone knows. And what delicious form of imbibement shall you be enjoying this evening? Oh, I didn't get him. Got him. A two-handed spear. Unique. Not entirely useful to this character. Oh, that one. I don't know if I've ever used Drallsting. Got a fun name to say, though. I hit the wrong button. Yeah. I think it takes significantly longer to get to where I'm going this way than going through the caves. I don't think this is going to get me there any faster, but I had to check. I want to get there. Well, we'll try it the other way. A learning experience, more or less. Probably less, realistically. So after I talk up, I'm going to almost certainly die to the Wingari Matriarch and Patriarch, and instead kill them myself. You see, this is where everything dropped, but I had to run all the way over there to pick up that item. That's a bug they're working on, and it is a quite annoying one, I have to say. In that these are not displaying where they're actually laying. And because we have mobs that drop boatloads of loot in the shape of the loot lizards, their version of loot goblins. I don't know if that is just a introduction for this little sort of mini expansion thing, or whether it is something they intend to be a permanent addition to the game. We have our first key. We would like that. We would like that. We might like that. Actually, every single one of those was conceivably of use. So, Major Kix, what are you imbibing this evening? If I may be so bold as to inquire. And I may. Still need to acquire an Epoch, which theoretically should have gotten from that. Indeed. Be more idols, and I'm not capable of saying idols without saying, throw me the idol, throw me the whip, it's no time, throw me the idol. Adios, senor. No. Possible, but not likely. Away. Thank you for killing those. Those elementals are awful. Because if you don't get out of their batch of things that they fire, they hurt an enormous amount. Pardon me as I toot my own horn. Which causes, as you can tell, an erection of a bridge. Didn't think that's where I was going with that, did you? The Temple of Heorot. Back real fast to town to sell / deconstruct / store my ill-gotten gains. And technically they're not ill-gotten. I earned them. I fought for them. I died for some of them.
Yes.
Maybe. Dex and lightning. That's got a chunk of health. That one we want to break up. We would like, oh, I don't know, let's say 3 of these little health thingies. We got one.
Yes.
I am disappointed. Let's see. Less necrotic taken, more cold damage taken. Are those new? Those new affixes where they've got the swappies on them like that? I don't recognize that. personal affix cannot exist as a shard. Huh. Interesting. We currently have 9% attack speed. 1806, and this one would make it 1866. What do we give up? Slowing and armor shredding. Less armor shred. A lot less. But the attack speed. Combo of 20% increased attack speed. I have to say I like the sound of that. Alright, we'll deconstruct that. Let's see. Void damage. I try to avoid damage, not take void damage. We have swapped out the gloves. That one is what we're going to nuke. We can get 6, 9, 11 shards back out. We got 3. I'm
I see.
disappointed. But we do have the pieces to turn in to the old man, who needed this to cure, I believe, his niece, but not really his niece. Instead, it's boner meds. Well, you see, after my wife passed, I thought that stage of life was over, but I met the most fetching woman at the last harvest festival, older than I, believe it or not, and well, she started looking at me with those eyes of hers, and please, just stop. Thank you. That has been Len's Dramatic Theater. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go back to the Temple of Heorot. Hey, all right. Repeatedly throw hammers at nearby enemies, plus 20 strength, 100% increased armor. Sure, why not? Let's throw hammers at everybody who isn't me. When I throw hammers... Maybe, what is shooting? Oh, that's nothing shooting at me. That's my own hammers coming back at me. Sorry. I get easily confused. There's another one in there. That's more idols. To say we're getting a lot of idols is an understatement. And yet I'll say it anyway, we're getting a lot of idols from the loot lizards. Gotta get out of the way. So far we've seen... 3 different kinds of loot lizards, I think. We've seen the relic droppers.
Not happy.
Sorry, the idol droppers, rare droppers, and a variation of the rare droppers who will drop at least 1 legendary. Sorry, 1 unique. I've not seen any drop a legendary yet. So maybe. Pardon me. Belson. We have books. Boots. Not books, boots. The same ones I'm already wearing. And we have another nemesis. Yeah. He'll be back. He'll be back. You just can't quit me. But I'll kill him next time and he'll barf up his presents that he's holding, and hopefully one or more of them will be improvements on what I've got. Shot worked unexpectedly well. So much so that the bird had nothing left to hit. Oop. Imagine I'm not a fan of those elementals. Like, at all. Not sure what the Shrine of Shadows does. No, it does those big spinny death things. Those are nice. I like those. And who doesn't like big spinny death things? Well, obviously the monsters who are getting murdered by them don't care for them. That might be the fastest I've ever killed that mob. Which I'm fine with. Just be clear about that. Give me a second here as I where was I going next? We've gone there and there. I think we're going to rebound. Need to check. Next up. No, 2 points in breathing techniques. And for Cinder Strike, I think it is, yeah. 17. Where were we headed next? Cinder Strike. 5 out of 5. And that leaves Falconry. Had 1 in marking strikes. Next one. Next 3 is up in Avian Arsenal. Alright. Off to Farwood. And we've just got another one here. In Smoky Bond. 1-1. I think there, and then over to there. So we have 1 in Shrouded in Darkness. We just got Shrouded in Darkness. Yeah, and then 4 in Rapid Concealment. Now, when we get to a certain point, I'm not sure exactly what level that occurs, we will be swapping one of these skills out. It's the Cinder Strike that gets swapped out. And it gets converted into a different version of Explosive Trap. An Explosive Trap that becomes a bow skill. Instead of throwing traps, you shoot them. we're still 3 levels or so from when we get our last ability on the hotbar. Start skilling it up. Good bird. My bird is Prolix, that's what I call him. Which means wordy because bird is the word D. Okay, it's a stretch, granted. Stop that. My slow death is too good for those elementals, but that's what I gave them anyway. A couple of nice pops in there. Going to bop back to town again. Going back to town a little more common in this little new mini expansion content drop restart cycle thing. Because we get so many drops from the loot lizards.
Yes.
Poison damage. We don't do that. We don't do that around here. I really like that second skill on this one, so we will be breaking this one up for spare parts. Come on. You can give me 2 of these. 2 of these would be nice. You could do it. Right here. Or none. Sure. None is fine, too.
Yes.
I probably should have tried to peel them off. They're a little hard to get. Max traps with explosive trap. Oh, that's a maybe, I have to say. We'll hold on to that. Let's see. Damage leached is health. Damage leached as health on hit. Increased damage leached as health. That's armor shred, which is nice. Fizz and lightning resists are nice. Void lightning's not bad. That thing's pretty good. That's a maybe. That's not. Don't think we're replacing that for quite a while. And let's see. I currently have the less good pair is what I'm wearing. This one's got 5% more. The increased freeze rate multiplier doesn't matter at all. So that just increased my run speed by a batch. And this, let's see, currently at 1903, we swap it. 1903, really? That seems unlikely. The leech is good because sooner or later I'm going to want to lose that. So the leech is probably worth keeping. We will hold on to this one. And as a great
I see.
ARPG player named Zizarin would say, bank it! Sorry, Ziz. Alright, we will now find Grael, who is waiting for us. And there he is.
You're alive, but how? And Yulia, Lance, I watch. No, damn it! You not until I want. But
Alright.
who cares about that? I'm a steel Raya. Lance was just ahead.
What do we got? Activates Warpath for 40 seconds. This is going to be more idols. Because we still got the buff effect going. Let's hurry into the next batch so that we can move with them. Come back here, you little bastard. Oh, we've got the same... There are multiples. We've got multiples. Alright, I think we got everybody. Ring, boots, coat, amulet, boatloads of stuff, many boatloads. Handle it. Those guys are bad. They have an attack. Which, if you're not paying attention, you can usually basically sort of two-shot you. And you've got one of those jerks just out of range, and you don't see that they're about to launch an entire raft of unpleasantness at you, like that. It can be bad, okay? I have a beetle. Gloves of renewal. You're just better off firing off the... Whoop! Get out of there. Not firing off the falcon bomb at everything. That. I had to pick the thing that's killed me the second most times. After the Wangari Matriarch and Patriarch, it would be those ice elements. And the chain of bajillion freaking projectiles. The Tomb of Morditas. There's a smaller one that has less Ditas in it. Alright, big boss. That was him.
Finally.
Take the Lance of Hairrot. Clang.
We have the lance. Which
Indeed we do. Let's go back.
I'll give you one better. Tell me more of this.
The lance was found, and a bond was formed.
Do you think we'll see Herod before...
Their fates intertwined
Let's go together.
with mine. But for now, they focused on their gods.
I don't remember seeing this one before. Now, normally it's at this point where I would go and start doing,
I know things are grave. Of course. All that is left. Yes. If what, to be honest, I can't imagine it. But I will take your
monoliths,
warnings to
the primary end game activity in the game. But in this particular case, to open up the Circle of Fortune faction, reputation, you've got to go a little bit further. Although I may do a little bit anyway. Just get started on a little bit to try and get some higher level items, as it is significantly higher level, default like 55, I think. Something like that. But we also now have, let's see, we could use necrotic. That's the biggest thing. We now have all of our idols available to us. Necrotic 8. I've got to say, I don't understand why I type in necrotic, necro, and some things pop up that don't have that word in them anywhere. I've never understood what search algorithm they're using that can get that pretty much entirely wrong. 14% in stun. Did I drop any in there? No. Well, that'll be the necrotic. We've still got some more elemental wouldn't do us any harm. 3%, however, is not sufficient. 8%. Now, you see, that's a much nicer, tidier percentage. Armor and elemental. Sure. Elemental works for, gives you bonuses to fire, cold, and lightning. So they're all almost at 50. We could use some more fizz. Or I could try to type it correctly. Oh, you couldn't see how badly I was misspelling it because my fingers were off by one. Nice. I guess we don't have any uprights with physical. Disappointing. Let's see. That will work. We'll move that there. Move that there. And we have a horizontal. Void resist. 14% physical resist. There we go. Our resists are now 51, 51, 48. So all the elementals are almost 50. Fizz is almost 50. Poison, necrotic, and void are all between 33 and 43. That's pretty nice, rounded sort of defenses we've got going there. Very nice indeed. I'm pleased with that result. Dex, health, and dodge. Health is the primary reason I've been holding on to that. It also has fizz resist. Can we put fizz onto this one? We can. Fizz resist. Where are you? Fizz, fizz, fizz. So that's got, what tier of it? 4, I'm guessing? Could be. Oh, only tier 3. Nope, that's the health. Tier 3 for fizz. It's got 26. Pretty good. Cold. More Vit would be good. We don't need the cold as much as we did. How about a little bit more fizz? No, we'll stick with the Vit. And then fizz. Wow, that bumped it up to tier 5. Very nice. Okay, we're definitely swapping this in. That's really nice. What we will also do is we did lose health. We'll break this one down for parts. We could get up to 9. We got 3. We got none of the health back out. That's disappointing. Right. I used the wrong one. Sometimes me. I used the wrong one. Well, I can't get fizz out of this one. Fizz is currently... Why is our fizz only... Oh, that's right, the boots, right? Yeah, the boots. We need physical. Okay. We're going to keep that then. Pardon me as I talk to myself and screw things up and, you know, the standard
Yes.
magnifying lens experience around here. What did the dumbass do this time? Ugh, where to start? Keep. Keep. Do not keep. Do not keep. I am now looking for boots that are good enough that I can swap out the Morning Frost. The Morning Frost gives me a lot of extra damage. And good movement speed now with the extras, so they'll have to be scrumptious. And that we've got crit multi, void and lightning, and the leech. Can't do it.
I see.
Okay, that one is entirely full. I think I'm going to head to the end of time, and we'll do a few monoliths before we continue on, see if we can get some goodies to improve things. If not for immediate use, for use in a couple of levels. The Monolith of Fate. I really need a deeper, more resonant voice to make that sound cooler. All right. Let's see, waste pools, huh? Sure. It is, what, a level 50? 58. So, I'm not even 50 yet. I could die. Fortunately, playing softcore. Also, very good XP doing this. I need to seal the vile gate. I mean, who doesn't? Oh, do not like that, man. Do not like him, samurai. We have our first purple drop. It's a hat. Theoretically wearable. Actually wearable. Even at my level. Will it be worth wearing? I'm not sure. But theoretically, maybe? Something panged on me. It is always nice to have a pet falcon. A lot of things are throwing out a buttload of unpleasant... Whoops, nope, that's dead, dead, boo! Of unpleasant poisons. Didn't see what killed me. Crushing blow from the desecrated flesh. He must have spawned those things. Shit. That's a disappointment. Critical strike avoidance and physical resists. Armor, bow damage, throwing damage. And we lose bow attack speed. And dex. We should have an open prefix. That's got void resists. Armor void resists. Oh, great. But if we pile on some dex, that's a winning formula for us. As far as we can go with it, 3 dex. Alright, we'll set this aside. Bow attack speed, nice. Dex, nice. Bleed and poison. Probably not. 1992, 1835. Tier 1 bow attack speed, I don't think we've got many of those. And Tier 1 dex. Well, we'll hold on to that one too. And here, health, elemental resist. No movement speed though? No movement speed is kind of excruciating. Let's go ahead and bust it up for parts. Let us drop these in here for later examination. Yes, it was a lot of red health bars, and sadly, one of mine vanished. What build recommended for this patch? The Falconer's been a little bit fragile and slow to level, so I wouldn't recommend that. I've heard good things about where Forge Guard is right now, but I'm not sure if that's just Forge Guard or Sentinel. Sentinel's supposed to be pretty good, and I think Warlock is still supposed to be strong. But I cannot guarantee that any of those is the case. Well, I can guarantee that that this is, I don't want to say underperforming, it's just a little bit slow, at least this build. There's 49. So I got almost full level from that last map, even though I died ignominiously. I'm under-leveled for this, by the way. I just want to be clear on that. I'm like 10 levels lower than these guys, so it'll be 9 levels now. Oh, it didn't rage it for half health. No, now it's dead. Big spooter. I need to slay enemies until I can seal the gate. What may have happened there is I may have gotten ambushed, where it told me I had one mission and that's what I was paying attention to, but in fact it was the ambush mission. And that would account for why I died so quick, is I wasn't aware of the fact that I was about to get a whole buttload of bad dropped on my ass. No, 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 no!
Not happening.
Get that damn purple bow. That's what I had to get there. Because my bow is a little bit... Hang on. Knife, gloves, sash, bow. Alright, I heard there was a luck lizard in there somewhere. There it is. It looks like it's another... a lot of bad. It was indeed. Another idol dropper. Alright, we need to go in this direction. My intention was to see if I could do a little bit of gearing up here in monoliths. Get a couple levels of XP. And then work my way towards the Circle of Fortune reputation. I'm a fan of these big freaking wraiths. Make sure we're clear. Close, almost there. Would you please do your bird job? I'm not doing much of a bird job. Couple more purple items. We would like to grab those, so if you guys could just do me that nice little favor and broke, that would be awesome. Some of these are so thoughtless. PoE flashbacks. Most of the time, if there are a buttload of mobs in PoE, they're all dying quickly. That's generally true here, although not quite to the same degree. Oh, that's lots of circles. Circles on the ground. Could be lethal. Could be the last mob. Victory! I have conquered this echo. And I couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. Gimme. And gimme.
Might have to drop something.
The amount of times I've heard that, almost exclusively because of the vast number of things dropped by the loot lizards. That was not a complaint.
Yes.
There are ooh, two. We got a purple bow, guys. It could be good. It won't be, but it could be. Area with detonating arrow. I do love me some detonating arrow. It's possible I might actually end up with detonating arrow, not with this build, but another. Physical pen while wielding a dagger. Not great when you're using a bow, unless I'm shooting daggers. That would be nice. Bow attack speed, bow damage, bow crit. Those are some nice numbers. I'm going to hold on to that one for later. Conceivable. Fizz and cold. No, really kind of need some movement speed on that. Crit multi, void and lightning. Pardon me for a sec here. So, ooh, purples. We loves them. We loves them long time, but not that one for this build. Melee, damage leached his health. Not that great on a ranged build. I mean, if I was a ranged build and I had 20-foot long arms, that could be melee and ranged at the same time. That might be a stretch. Projectile speed with marrow shards. That's not for my class.
Take care.
Of course, there are those who say I have no class, and yeah, they're pretty much right on the nose. Did I not just add a tab? There it is. Wanted to put this one away for possible use later. Nice blind chance on that one, I have to say. 48 base bow damage. Can't use it yet, but we're definitely holding on to that one. And that was going into... there. Alright, sure, one more. The Rotting Fortress. Let's see. Enemies have a 35% chance to shred armor. Ha! That won't do them much good. I'm not wearing much in the way of armor. Wait. Is skin considered armor? I may be in trouble. Boosts everything. This is one of the new shrines. I have no idea what it does.
Easy.
Other than it does everything. Speed. Damage, yes. I hate those spinning assholes because they hit so hard. Looks like CDR is on the menu as well. Oh boy. Are you still alive? Didn't you read that I have everything boosted? You're supposed to be dead on my very first hit. They're so rude. All right. And this one? It's only Warpath. I wanted double plus everything. There were multiples of them. We also did get gloves. Keeper's gloves. Boring. Not interesting. Boring.
Might have to drop something.
Alright, now we're back to normal amounts of whoops. Damage and everything we can get. Enormous numbers of hit points. I mean, I am 9 levels low. Or maybe 8 now. 8 levels low for this content, so. This one could get dicey. We've got Dive Bomb. We want Dive Bomb. I guess it's probably time to swap, but after. Alright. That got LP. Don't care. That got 84% increased lightning damage in a weapon that is already doing cold damage, poison damage, and necrotic damage. These two were not purple quality before. I approve. That was kind of what I was hoping best case would just be get an additional affix on there. That one even has a sealed affix. It has a sealed tier 6. That's really impressive. That one has a sealed fire resistance. They both have sealed... Wow, that's impressive. Okay, now let's try not to die to the guy who's going to come out and be much more powerful than us. got him.
Might have to drop something.
Yeah, not dropping it. Go to heck in a handbag. We've got another. Another loot lizard running around like a crazy thing. Mana, banana, nana, fofana. And what do we have? This one is movement, attack, and cast speed. A little good old-fashioned haste. I like haste. And I can't. It's an ambush. Remember I mentioned that last time, but I thought my death was caused by an ambush? Well, here we are again. But this time I have defeated the ambush because I recognized that's what was going on and kicked its fanny.
Might have to drop something.
Yeah. What? Anything else in here we might want? If we can fit it, sure, why not? We've completed successfully another echo.
Might have to drop something.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop you like a hot
Might have to
potato.
drop something. Might have to drop something.
Stop it. Stop saying that. This may take a bit, because I'm going to be doing some rearranging of the old skills. One thing we definitely know we want is the dive bomb. 10 points in dive bomb, I'll have you know. Dive bomb. 10. 1, 4. No, 1, 3. It really should allow you to undo it. We close it. It should have an undo button. No, and it doesn't. Ah, that's just so irritating. 1 and 2. And then to the upper right. All right. So, increased damage and reduced delay. That does a lot more damage, but longer cooldown. Up here we've got shorter cooldown. Cooldown recovered whenever you use a throwing or bow attack and hit at least one enemy. And up there, dive bomb deals more damage and costs less mana. Alright. And that is going to take the place of that temporarily. Where's the dive bomb? Dive bomb! Let's go ahead and empty our inventory out before we start trying to make this work. Vit and poison damage. Ignite and bleed. 2 separate things on bow. I'm not digging that. That's an awful lot of base bow damage. I'm going to have to re-examine my bow situation here, I think. I'm not wielding a dagger. I'm not using shurikens. Additional explosive trap. Although I won't be throwing them. And increased damage while wielding a bow. That's a maybe. No. Pardon me, I'm going to be a sec. It's important not to screw things up too badly. I mean, we're all going to screw things up. You just don't want to do it too badly.
Take
Okay,
care.
first things first, we're just going... First things first, I say that so often. 2070. That one's an improvement right off the bat, and we haven't even thrown any additional stats at it. 2147. No. Nope. That one's close. 2027. Those two can get sold.
Yes?
Well, or possibly deconstructed. I think both deconstructed.
Take care.
3, 5, 6. We get 2 out. 4, 9, 12. 6 out. I'll take half. That's a lot of damage reflected to attackers. Now, is that actually reflected? In other words, if they hit me for 400 damage, do I take 0 and they take 400? Or do I take 400 and they take 400? I have no idea. Increased damage while wielding a sword. Not using a sword. 2 solid resists. That goes into the purples to be played with on another character perhaps later. We need another tab. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000. About 8 seconds for that to show up. I'm not sure why. Increased damage while wielding a bow. I have to say that does sound pretty okay. More armor. Increased damage for skills used by shadows. I don't use shadows. But if I was to swap it, just swap it straight in. 2147 becomes 2589. We would like to thank you for your stout yeoman work, and we're going to deconstruct you. 5, 10, 12, and we got 6 out. My fizz percent is terrible. It must be time to remove the boots. As much as they're helping my damage, they've got to go. Do I have any better boots? I held onto those boots intentionally. Ergo, they are better. And we now... These reduce your physical and cold resistance per point of dex, while they add cold damage per point of dex. I have a lot of dex. My physical is now positive. Yay! My cold is ludicrous, which means we can pull some of these off. 8% health. We had a couple up here that were cold resist to overcome the extremely large penalty we were getting. Huh. That's it. I'm going to have a lot more resist stuff I can bounce around. Okay. What can we add to this one? Dex critical strike chance. Those are both quite good. I want to remove that. Dex is the obvious one. Strike chance. Ah, we lost the damage from the boots. A significant chunk of damage was lost. There was much pain felt. Four, 6, 8. We got 5 out. That's not bad. We'll drop this in here. We'll check that Viper tail. Yeah, Viper tail. With 1 LP on it. We could use some more fizz. Fizz is only available on horizontals. Again, doesn't say physical on that anywhere, but it gets found. I don't understand why. This generally has a better search function. Why, I don't know, but it seems to. No, it found the same thing. Don't know why. Void, necrotic. You'll note neither of those is fizz. Ooh, vit and fizz. Alright, our fizz is adequate-ish. Actually, our resists aren't bad. Now we are swapping the Cinder Strike now as well. Cinder Strike's going out. Respecialize, despecialize, despecializing. We're going for it. And now, explosive trap goes in. I know we need to get, where is it? There's an explosive trap skill that turns it into, thought it was over here. There it is. Two, 1, 2, boom. It's now a bow skill instead of a throw skill. It's a fire attack, though, so we don't actually have 5 more points to spend. We have 3 more points to spend because we're going to try to swap in a new bow. Two and 2. Ah. You don't need 2 points in there. There's 1 to here and 1 to there. I overspent. Do those ever get swapped in so I can delay them? No, of course they don't. What I can do, however, head back to the end of time. Respec the point. Because I haven't taken off the bow, I have more points to spend. So this won't cost me anything.
Hello, traveler.
No, this is just mastery points. Where's
Do
the
not
other
dwell
one?
on regrets.
Over there.
Hello, traveler.
That's blessings.
Do not dwell on regrets.
Masteries. Did I miss a button? Must have missed a button.
Hello, traveler.
No. Ah, that's it. We do it from here. We respec. We want to remove 1 point. There. Confirm. Stop respecing. We'll just make sure that we're in the clear there. Okay, we're back here. We have 3 points still to spend. We got 2, 1, 2. 2, 1. Don't think we're actually going to keep that one. So right now we are at 1,875. Let's see if any of our other bows are better. 909, 1420, 1186. Still 1875. Ah, that's why. Cinder Strike. We're not using Cinder Strike anymore. We are using that. 1898. 1357, 100, 1400. So it still looks like that's our best bet right now. A little bit of surprise. Any of the other bows in my vast stash of goodies up to the task. We'll be salvaging a few of these. I doubt that's going... No, that one's definitely not going to make the grade. Let's remove that. 18 base. No. Those are lower level at 18 base. 64, can't use it. 12 bow damage, that's not going to do the trick. I think we're still using the Dragon Song, much to my surprise. And a little bit of regret. I'd been hoping we'd be able to bust out something awesome. But these, those are too high. 58 and 58. You'll note I am not. 58. I'm older than that. I'm in my 60s. God have mercy on my soul. Evidence to date is he's not buying that god fellow. All right, which of these was best? Let's see if we can make something better out of it, right? 1483. 1357. Yeah. So that was the best. Bow damage, 24 bow damage. We're going to bust up both of these. 2, 4, 5. Sure. I got 4 out. Yay. 4, 6, 7, 8. And we got 6 out. The attack speed. Nice. Getting 4 shards out was good. Alright, can we make this better than that? Sadly, we don't get estimated damage numbers on the falconry and the dive bomb. Or on either of those. So what could we do with this if we were to try and bump it up? Bow damage. Neither of those is particularly significant. Crit strike chance. Fizz, a specific damage type. Attack speed would be about it. I don't think we can crank enough attack speed on it to make up like 400 points of difference. We will hold on to it. And so we are, for now, done. We've changed over back to the Monolith of Fate. We'll do at least one more Monolith, and then we will continue our push to open up the Circle of Fortune. Circle of Fortune is a rep that gives, well, alright. Passive skill, factions. Enemies have a right from the start, have a 35% chance of dropping twice as many items, so that's a 35% flat increase in the number of items. Upgraded Runes of Ascendance. They have almost a 50-50 shot almost of not being consumed when you use them. Idle drop chances going up. Well, that's going to be brutal with the loot lizards. Full sets to drop. A full set will drop if a single item drops. Echo rewards. Double rewards from Monolith Echoes. And so on and so forth. More exalted affixes. Twice as many experimental items, more legendary potential on items, tier 7 affixes, and so on. Let's pick a place and get our ass handed to us, shall we? Oh, we shall. Let's see. Enemies gain frenzy and haste when hit. No, I'd rather not. Oh, both of them get that. Well, that's charming. Affix shards. Ritual Lake. All right. Now we get to find out. Oops. This slightly changed build.
Run after him.
Ooh, mana. Mana's going to be a problem. Okay. We can't just mindlessly spam. We get 3 mines out of each, so that's... Going to take a little bit of time to get used to. Does seem to do a fair chunk of damage. Yeah, not bad. We got additional skills. We need to slay Spymaster Zarek. I haven't dropped a bird bomb on anybody yet. Gotta try that next. Oh, that looks like a nice place to drop a bird bomb. Hey, I like that. Definitely going to take a bit for me to get the hang of an optimal rotation. As of right now, you could hardly call what I'm doing a rotation at all. I'm pressing buttons. But all us gamer types, we know pressing buttons is often all we need. Come on, Zarek. Where you at? Oh, no. More monsters. More monsters, more problems. Fewer monsters, fewer problems. See, the key is you just have to kill the monsters. Something in there is hurting me, and I'm not a fan of it. We have a Rune of Ascendance. Excellent. Rune of Ascendance allows you to take a regular item and turn it into a unique, so of the same type. So you want nice, delicious new bows to choose from? You use a Rune of Ascendance on any kind of regular bow. Are we there yet? Oh my god. Wraiths, kind of annoying. And there's Spymaster Zarek.
happening.
Not killing him very quickly, gotta say. He has got an enormous amount of block he's got thrown out. I think I've got to be close, otherwise he blocks stuff. Got him. Big ugly worm boy.
Might have to drop something.
That was mean. I feel bad. I called him a big ugly worm boy. But only because it's true. Give me goodies. Give me more goodies. I like goodies. What can I say? Alright. Another point. Let's see. My guess was we're going here next. With needle-like precision. But it's possible we might actually be going to one of the others. Let's see. I was correct. Needle-like precision is next. Increasing the crit chance, both of me and my minion, and the crit multiplier. Oh, sure, we'll put 2 in. We're not too proud. Boy, okay. We've got 4 on the bird. The second bird, granted. Second bird, dive bomb. So, as much as I really like the systems they have for marking out in build guides, a lot of times they forget their location. You've got a slider for how many points you're supposed to have spent. It shows you as you move the slider to the right all the points you're supposed to spend, but sometimes it loses its place, and that is really annoying. So we've got 4, 4, 1, 2 above, right? 1, 2 above. That one's eventually going to 4. At what point did that go to 4? Ah. We went to 1 here. And then I think 3 there. That is correct. No, it's not. Three and 1. Got 6 more points here. Alright, so the explosive traps. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Explosive traps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 2, 2, 1 is correct. Where did we go to next? There. Good. The free lofting bird. Don't know what that means. We went to the southwest to smoke traps. here and here. Ooh, cold snap mines. Interesting. Unexpected. However, I think that's going to lead to a significant reduction in our damage when directly using explosive traps. An unconverted explosive trap and a trap corresponding to each conversion node you've taken are thrown at the same time. So we will still be getting fire, alright. But for right now, I think we are getting cold instead. We are. Wonder if that screwed things up or not. No? Well, it seems to be fine. Alright. One more? Let's deal with all this stuff first, obviously. Of course. Yeah, I'm a bit slow. What can I say? Actually, I can say I'm a bit slow. It's true. Currently we have a lot of good numbers on that. Tough to beat that. A new hat? Not gonna cut it. Yeah, we definitely need a better bow. We swapped our bootses. That is really good. Those are minion damage is nice. The necrotic and elemental is nice. But the health and increased health percentage is really freaking good. Wow, how many is that? It's tier 4. I can peel all of those off, I think. Melee attack speed, yeah. Freeze rate multi, nope. Minion damage, CDR isn't bad. I'm going to hold on to those.
Yes.
But
Take care.
we set these aside. And alright, what is it that removes rerolls? Removes a random affix, returning the number of shards equal to its tier. We definitely want to get the hybrid health, so we want to make sure we don't lose until we get it. And we got it on the first go. We'll go ahead and nuke the other two with the regular. Just got one out. Alright. We'll do one more. Ooh, we'll do 2 more. If we can succeed in this one will give us a unique at the completion. I just can't say no. What can I say? I'm weak. I'm a weak man. What do we have here? Undead enemies have 20% increased damage and health. Slay enemies to locate the gate, the soul gate. Oh, the soul gate. I was about to say, what the hell's launching crap at me? It's the soul gate, of course.
Not happening.
Not happening. I spent too much mana too fast. Note to self. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's bad, okay? Thank you, Prolix. That's my bird's name. You can't actually name them in the game, but I felt he deserved one. I definitely would like to reduce the cost of my mines. Okay, we now know where the soul gate is. We're gonna try and make, no, we're not. Gonna try and make a break for it. These are very dicey, unpleasant things. Some of these gates or spires will launch a lot of very heavy damaging things at you from very far away. Whoop! Oh, no. Holy crap. As someone earlier pointed out, that's an awful lot of red bars over my head. That's an awful lot of red bars. And that's a really strange bug to show up. The one that makes the loot scatter all over. Helen gone. Alright. First thing we need to do is... make sure we're clear and engage. Good work, bird. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Can't have that. One. Last one. There was never in any doubt. Had it the whole way. That was easy peasy. Not really. And back we go. Stuff. Son of stuff.
Might have to drop something.
I don't think so. I'm just going to put stuff away. Sadly, a dark pole sword of blinding is just not going to do me any good unless I can shoot them at the enemy. In which case, that would be pretty awesome. Imagine shooting a nice, enormous, heavy spear out of a bow. Sounds like the sort of thing they do in a anime. That was a misclick that's going to cost me 30 seconds of my existence. Alright.
Yes?
Minion health is worthless because my minion is invulnerable, invincible, indestructible. More words that begin with IN. Inconceivable. No, that's not right. Increased damage in area with dive bomb. Well, that seems interesting. That one seems interesting. Oh, I managed to take that off. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Fortunately, easily repaired. No. Poison penetration. Sadly, not using poison. CDR and attribute plus. Too bad the rest of the stats are not that great. Ignore that. That is a base 48, base 38, base 24. That one's definitely not a keeper. Base 60. I'd have to check on those. Let's put some stuff away. Again, the way you do. Up there, the Cinder Strike is no longer useful for us. The Void Resist is good. The Bow Attack Speed is good. This has armor, physical resist, physical damage. Fire Pen with Ignite is of no use to me. We are going to peel off Tier 4. Let's go ahead and do some powerful peeling. Come on, let's go one for one. Just peel it off right now. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Fuck. Yeah, at least we'll get one or more out. We got 3 out. I'll take that. Alright, those can get put away for later examination. Pillager's longbow. We're currently at 1572. That one is doing bow damage on a base of 38. Why is it doing so much more damage then? I will hydrate. And I will stretch. Oof. I don't know why that one is doing more damage though. I have to say it doesn't make sense to me. 30% fire damage, I suppose. I don't believe the numbers this one's giving me. But I'm going to hold on to it anyway. I think it's lying to me. I think it is personally attempting to deceive me. It's mocking me. It doesn't even make sense. Which one was that? 1572. Okay, that one. That makes more sense. Plus 10 flat bow fire damage. Got it. That's the one that's mocking me. It's mocking me.
Yes?
It's not mocking me anymore. I have destructified it.
Take care.
Well, what can we add onto this one then? We've got fire, damage over time, chance to slow. And if we want to bump this puppy up, and who doesn't want to bump some puppies up? Minion melee and bow damage. We have only one of those. Blind, because blinding actually converts into crit vulnerability. Bow fire damage. We're almost out. We're out. But this should be 1572. This was slightly more. I'm going to guess it's about 1700 now. Not bad, huh, guys? Me mathing it right there. in my head mathing. I say about 1700. It comes out at 1705. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Everything has an additional point to spend. Everything. I believe. Trap us. So now I do fire and cold damage. I do 30% less damage of each, 30% less area, and it costs a little bit more. Where are we at here? Sadly, when you temporarily lose a point if you're rearranging gear, it takes them from a random location. And that's a really crappy thing I would like to see them change. That is the bird. Where's the bird? Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Falcon screech. That does seem good. Over here, we have just added one to rapid concealment, I do believe. No. No. I'm not supposed to have one there. Why do I have one there? Ah! That's why. We can close that up. I changed the build. I went from one build to another build. And at some point I'm going to have to reconcile the two. That is the dive bombage. Currently at 15 and... should be there. All right. Oh, sure, one more. Because that's right, we did want to go here for the unique, because who knows, we could get something awesome. Spoiler. Nope. We're loading into the rotting fortress. Level 53. Corsair's blood cow. Well, you know, yesterday, sadly, I forgot what yesterday was until the evening after my stream. Yesterday, and I let you down, all of you, was Talk Like a Pirate Day. But now, if I have a Corsair's kind of cowly thing, I can start talking like a pirate, can't I? Right, lads. I feel bad for having misled you yesterday by not actually talking like a pirate. So I'll try and make amends by doing a really bad pirate accent. How's that? Pretty bad. Oh, I got 3 of them in one shot. They were spread out. I was wondering if I was going to get any of them. But we have... Where'd you go, bird? We have an exiled mage here. dead. An umbral coat of remedy. Umbral, I believe, means shadowed. Shadowy. Less damage taken from distant enemies, which I assume are those outside of the circle of no defense. Would you finish him, please? Thank you so much. Got so caught up, I forgot to talk like a pirate. Holy crapoli, that's a lot of stuff. I do not want to die here. I would like to pick up some of those purples, because there are many of them. Still something shooting. God, I hate those freaking things. Alright. And I gotta say, this bug where it's scattering everything all over the goddamn map is really getting on my nerves. 11th hour. Come on, guys, seriously. Throwing area skills, no. Shred armor on bow hit. That's a maybe. What else we got? We still have to slay the Crystal Lotus. We have to, right? Gold. I like gold. And I cannot lie. 7
Might have to drop
on a
something.
small? That's a lot. That's pretty good. Alright. Alright, here we go. We're going in. The hit point spongy things are still really hit point pungy is what I said.
Might have to drop
I don't know if you could hear that. Hit point spongy is what I meant, but hit point pungy is what came out of my mouth. The English as a first language lesson still coming along pretty slow. Oh my God. First things first. I say that so often. I drive myself crazy because I say it so often. That's a 60 point with a critical strike chance. Yeah, we gotta try and empower that. Twice. right.
Might have to drop something.
Yeah, I'm not going to drop something. Shut up. Stop saying that. It's not happening. Get a grip. Probably happening. But we've got one more critter to destroy. Bombs away. Victory is mine. It learned its lesson. It didn't tell me you have to drop something. Is there anything here I want to pick up? Probably not. In fact, no. Then we can grab the feline Hyborian boots of life and head back to here. And the body armor is Eliko's Abandon. Throwing acid flask consumes a potion. In order to throw an additional flask, it deals 130% more damage, plus 2 to throwing attacks, 29% increased area for throwing area skills, $5 resists, 8% movement speed, 2 potion slots. You'd really have to go all out with potions for that one. And I'm going to have to like sell some stuff to be able to pick that up. That's fine.
Take care.
I'm going to take care. Another quiver. Alright, we've got more needle-like precision. Another point here. This is bird bomb. Bird bomb. And over here. Well, I'm pretty sure I know where that one's going. Yep. Mana reduction. If I could get more of that, that would be great. But that's significant. As mana is one of the issues I have here. I've got a bunch of purples. A number of which can't be used in this build. Shields just are not indicated as being a plus. Physical penetration with bleed, bleed duration, block effectiveness. I think that's a set of the helm and a shield. So that's probably not going to get played here. I just putting that out there. Sadly, because I'm sure it would look cool on me. But then pretty much everything does. Let's see. I'm dubious that any of our sudden influx of quivers is going to out to our current one, but you never can tell. We're currently at 2019. No. Nope. Nope. Nope, not even particularly close. I don't think they're likely to hit it. Plus what we have currently has more forging potential available. Critical strike chance and dex can both get increased. Alright. That one will go into the bank, though. Pardon the yawn. Yeah, it's another one. I know. It's embarrassing. What can I do? The old man is old. Just leave it at that. And none of those are worth trying to peel off any of the points. Seconds of haste after you use a traversal effect. That's a keeper. Put that there. A lot of armor. Poison and cold resist, but nothing else. Poison and cold. Dex, more poison and fizz. That one's worth looking at. That one's not. Purple boots that I can't use. Armor and Vit. Neither of those is likely to be useful, but not for this build, but they'll go into the purple box with the other purples. 48 point damage over time, ignite and slow. No, that's a sell.
Yes.
At some point I should put together a loot filter, so I spend less time doing this. I am going to be finishing up here in just a second. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. As always, I appreciate it a lot. I hope the rest of your Friday night is going to kick ass. And the rest of your weekend too. Why not? Sure. Enjoy the entire thing. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, early morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. But I'm going to leave it here. Again, thanks guys for hanging out. Back tomorrow. Hopefully you see me soon. Have a great rest of your Friday night, and I insist that you have a kick-ass weekend. I'll expect full reports on my desk first thing Monday morning. Have a great Friday night. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.